Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 15, Memory Lane, and a Dirty Little Secret.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that's everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the first time, thank you all so much for your continued support. I want to welcome, let me put my glasses on, Mary Beth Bowden. Welcome to the family. Welcome, Mary Beth. I'm sure that the members and the subscribers have already welcomed you to the family. Boo, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad to have you here tonight. I'm hoping that you all can hear me. I hope my mic ain't all jacked up, okay? Because we about to get into this rant. If I had to rate this episode of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 15, what would I rate this? Let me think. I gotta think. I will rate this episode a B. I think it did rise to the occasion over a C this week. Let me know down in the comment sections, which, okay, I see a B here. Okay, all right, I see it. Okay, we got us a D. We got us a C. Hey there. Hey, Sonia. Simone, I'm sorry. Okay, we got a B. Okay, C plus, C minus, D. Okay, A/B. She couldn't make a decision. B minus. Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. This episode right here. Okay. All righty. Somebody gave it a B. I saw a little B plus on there too. Okay. There we go. Y'all, this episode was full of ups and cotton freaking downs, and it was more up than it was down, and then it was down and upside and all around. Okay. And so on this channel, honey, we don't go blow by blow, play by play. We just talk about the mofos in a very special and unique way. Okay. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I need some likes, y'all. Okay. YouTube been getting on me about them likes. Okay. So I need some likes from you all. And please, if you've already been here several times, hunty, okay, I'm going to need you to go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. This will be the last episode. I believe, this will be the last episode where we will not be members only. From now here on out, we will be members only. But that don't mean that your ass don't need to get here, okay? You need to get here. Get in the comment section tonight. The live is for members and for subscribers. Okay, so get into it. Get into it. Get into it. All right, y'all. Without further ado, let's talk about these mofo couples. Honey, the first person that we're going to talk about is Brett and Cotton freaking Ryan. They should have been last, but we're going to get into it. Okay. Now, Brett thought that things was going well. As we all know, this was the week where everybody was supposed to go home, go back down memory lane. Okay. They all were supposed to go back to their hometowns, talk about their childhood, and write a letter to their, their younger selves, right? Now, we ain't going to get all into the letters and all of that kind of stuff, right? Because Auntie ain't got time to be memorizing that bullshit, okay? But Brett and Ryan, neither of them went to their hometowns, right? They just did an activity and they had an opportunity to talk about it. So she was on one of those Jeeps, okay? And, he was coming down the steep hill and she was, a little fragile and scared to come down the hill. Now, I can relate to that. Y'all know I was at my girlfriend's farm. If you follow me on Auntie's Advice channel for women, you know that I discussed how I was on one of them four-wheeler Jeeps, okay? But she was a little, uptight about it, and Brett was calm. Ryan was calm. He gave her compassion and some more stuff, right? He ain't flip out. But I know he was thinking, here's yet another thing that she is afraid to be on. Okay, so they coming down on the little thing, and he takes it real slow. Take it slow, whoa, whoa. Okay. Ryan took it slow. So they came on down and everything, and she was like, yay, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. And so, they went fishing, and Ryan began to talk about, Ryan. Ryan began to talk about, the relationship with his father and how his father was a fisherman and how he was into cars and all of that stuff. And it caused a rift in the marriage between his mom and his dad. And that's why he resented, his father and the damn cars. Ryan, Brett began to talk about her family, and she was like, although we had some stuff that was going in our family, we still remained as a family, wooty wooty woo. So now it's time for the two of them to, read their little letters to each other. And she was talking about the love factor, trying to throw some stuff up in Ryan's face. Brett, Ryan don't give a damn about what you talk about, honey. You can talk about about anything. And he's going to be agreeable and he's going to be silent on it. He doesn't have a whole lot of words to say to you because, frankly, he is not attracted to you. So, because he isn't, he really don't care about what you care about. It's a sad situation all the way around because this mofo is trying to act like he is in it to win it, like he, really received, some good advice, some good sound advice that he can apply to his daily life in order to be with Brett. But Ryan is just passing the time away, doing the assignments that they asked him to do, trying to stay present in the cotton freaking moment. So when he read his letter, I didn't give a damn about his letter that he wrote to his little boy's self, and that, he discussed his friend. Now I was empathetic and sympathetic to his friend passing away, but I didn't give a damn about his letter because he didn't give a damn about her letter. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the chat. I mean, he could have kept that damn letter to himself, okay? Because who the hell cared anything about it? Auntie sure the hell didn't. So anyway, after they read their letter, it looks like, things are looking up, and, he's got this last minute, energy for the relationship. So they get back to her place and everything. And he's sitting there and he's talking about, her wall and all that kind of stuff. And she said, we can ready to talk about a wall. And so now she, decides that she's going to go and get her pictures and everything. Hold on, y'all. So she's got her pictures and everything. Hold on. And she's like, yeah, it's funny because I just got a text message 10 minutes ago. And I was going to show you these things, but I got a text message 10 minutes ago that said that you was on a dating app and you got matched with one of my girlfriends. So he was like, damn, the cat out the bag. I was trying to do this joint on a sneak tip, and one of her girlfriends had already saw that mofo. On Unfiltered, he said he only had that mofo out there for like 4 minutes. And somebody hit that sucker up. He must got a hell of a bio on his app and some pictures that look like, bitch, I don't know. Whoever you think is handsome. But he had honey, child, baby, girl, what? Oh my goodness, I'm missing these super chats. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm coming. Thank you, Madonna, for the 19.99 super chat. Love you, Auntie. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Madonna. Madonna been with me for a long time, y'all. I'm telling you, it's been a long time. Thank you so much, Monique W, for the membership. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much, Sing, Pray, Love, for the $4.99 super chat. This is for your hair and makeup. You are given what needs to be gave, Auntie. Yes. Thank you, boy. Number the pony, a little pony, a little something to ride on. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Monique. I'm hoping that all the members and everybody is welcoming Monique. Y'all, so one of her girlfriends evidently is stalking this mofo. Because there's no way in the world you gonna tell me that you got something out there for 4 minutes and this bitch done matched up for you. Evidently, she been stalking this. The friend had to be stalking this mofo. She better look out for her friends, her cousins, and her neighbors because, bitch, whoever this chick is, was out there 4 minutes after this mofo put his app out. He said, I swear I ain't do nothing on the app. I didn't swipe left on that mofo. I didn't swipe right. I didn't download nothing. I ain't make no phone calls. I ain't do no screenshot, bitch. Let me tell you, this mofo said he wasn't out there no time. And so she was like, you know what, that's not the point. You downloaded the mofo. And so you had to have downloaded it for a minute. She was like, I mean, damn, we only had a week left. You could have waited. He said, oh, hell to the... Ron said, hell to the no. I can't wait for this to be done. He said, I started to do this, midway. But then I had that talk with Dr. Pepper. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead on the way at least 7 days out. You know what I'm saying? Like this mofo app got to be on quarantine. So he quarantined in the app for, 10 days prior to. This mofo is some straight garbage. He said, well, I guess I need to get on about it here. She said, yeah, go ahead on. Go on. I know that she was broken. I know that she thought, this was the best date. He even said it to the cameras that this was the best date and that he is starting to feel comfortable and all of this kind of stuff. This mofo had no intention on going with her and saying yes at decision day. But she better watch her girlfriends because anytime your girlfriend has already swiped left and right and caught that mofo that fast, how in the hell did she know even what his username was? I mean, this girlfriend been out there like, got herself all like, let me see if he on this app. When we had lunch, the bitch told me that, everything wasn't going right with them. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure, as soon as he get his ass about here, I could... Y'all tell me down in the comment section. Bitch, that ain't no coincidence that her girlfriend matched up with him. She's talking about with somebody that matched with you, one of my girlfriends. The bitch is stalking him and probably been stalking him since day one. She probably was one of them girlfriends that was sitting in the background and was like, you know what, I hope this don't work out between them because I'm going to be up on this mofo as soon as he get out on the dating site. I mean, was he on Plenty of Fish? Was he on Tinder? Was he on Jack? Like, where is he at? Okay? This girl or man or whoever it is, honey, then matched up with this mofo and she mad. She need to be mad at the girlfriend that matched herself with him. I mean, it takes two, boo. It takes two, baby. It takes two. So why the hell is your girlfriend going out there about your man? That's fucked up. That ain't no friend. He got the hell up out of there. He said on Unfiltered. He wished he had apologized, but he was so damn red-handed. He said he couldn't do it. He didn't even have the sensitivity to do it. He just needed to get the hell up out there. I feel sorry for her because she hung in there for nothing. There was no reason for her to hang in there with him. The next couple that I want to talk about is Rachel and God, what is his name? I can't even think of his name. But anyway, Rachel and him. I'm lunching, y'all. Jose. Because I wanted to call him Juan. Okay. Rachel and Jose. So, they go back to their hometown and all of that kind of stuff. And this mofo got a floss everywhere he go. He went to his house. He talked about the house being, built from the ground up, and that this is one of his houses. Okay. And so she was like, oh, okay. I didn't know y'all had the house built from the ground up. He was like, yeah, And my parents, did everything because they wanted me and my sister, to have the best of everything. And so, that's why we're highly educated and everything. And I have all that I have, because basically, I grew up poor, half rich, half poor, half rich dad, poor dad, and you know what I'm saying? And so while I had a home and a brick home at that, and we had all the love in the house and all the education, I was eating rice and beans. She said, bitch, what? Who got rice and beans? She said, I'm hungry now. That's what we eat. Okay, I'm ready to eat me some rice and beans. But he was like, for him, for them, this was a meal that they stretched out wide and long and all that kind of stuff. But she was like, how did you come to the conclusion that, because you was eating that you was poor or whatever? I don't think he really had no explanation. But anyway, he started showing pictures and talked about getting his ears pierced or piercing his own ears when he was, a younger child and stuff like that. And so, she was talking about her family and the fact that, although her parents had split up and stuff like that, they still had a really good relationship and woo. Girl, we see them sitting up there with Dr. Pepper, child. Okay. I don't even know if Ryan and Brett, did they ever talk with Dr. Pepper? Hell no. So anyway, they have this little conversation with Dr. Pepper. And during the conversation with Dr. Pepper, was just like throwing her up underneath the bus. So I was like, it's some things that Dr. Pepper wanted to get off her chest, some things that she done found out in confession or in her little notebook, you know what I'm saying? All of, the producers and everything send them every week, a little report on what the hell is going on and what couples are in danger of fucking up the bag for lifetime. By splitting, okay, because it looked like you cannot get out these damn marriages. So anyway, she was like, okay, how everything going. So they was talking about the relationship and how everything good. So Dr. Pepper was like, so does anybody, she was looking, she was looking at Rachel eye to eye, okay, eye to eye, but it was a side eye nonetheless, but the side eye was straight at Rachel. She said, so does anybody have anything that they need to confess to or get out the way? Bitch, does anybody? So, Jose was like, yeah, I've said everything I had to say, you know what I'm saying? Ashy lips and all. But I've said everything I had to say. So Rachel was like, trying not to make that contact, but Dr. Pepper eyes was like, nope, keep it right there, keep it up, keep that head up. So I'm hoping that if anybody, Rachel, has anything they need to confess to, that they say it before the decision day, Rachel. So Rachel was like, shh. Hunty, the next thing you know, we see these mofos up all the darn day. Rachel said that they ass was up 4 o'clock in the morning, still talking and disputing. Okay, so Rachel, the alleged cheater, okay, because once a cheater, most of the time, always a cheater. Rachel has to now confess to Jose, okay, because Dr. Pepper threw her ass up underneath the bus. Okay, you're supposed to be able to talk to your counselor, on a DL without them busting you out, but Dr. Pepper ain't got no card. So she wanted to just go ahead on and let it bubble on up to the top to give her an opportunity to say what the hell she said. So Rachel then went and told Jose that, remember that night you put me out? Remember that night you was going all off? Remember that night that you was cutting up and everything and you locked me out the apartment? Jose probably was like, yeah, looking like, yeah. Because, he always got to, question what she getting ready to say. She said, well, I called my old boyfriend, bitch, and I went up over there. Now, I ain't had sex or nothing like that. Now, she ain't going to all of that. But I'm assuming that she said that she didn't do nothing with him because she going to sit up there on the bed and tell Jose it's all about transparency. But yet and still, I didn't know when the hell to tell you because I didn't want you to think I was trying to make you jealous or anything like that. Jose said trust is a big issue with him. Jose, then you need to say no on decision day. Because let me tell you something. This girl got on red flags, and in my opinion, she's a cheater. She's a straight up cheater. Because out of all the girlfriends in the neighborhood, all the mothers and the father, the cousins, the nieces, and the nephews, I'm talking about first, second, third cousins. You mean to tell me she had nobody else that she could call that night when Jose put her out? Oh no, she said, I'm gonna go ahead on and get me. I'm gonna go out here and get me some revenge, D. I'm getting some revenge, D. You want to put me out? Okay, that's all right. I got a couple of numbers in my phone. When she got married, them cotton freaking numbers should have came out of her telephone. She should have forgot about them mofos. But Rachel said, I'm going to always have me an ace in the hole, bitch. She said, I'm always going to have me. Now, she was like, I wouldn't do anything or anything. So Jose was like, yeah, I don't think you would either because, you married now. Jose, that ain't got that thing to do with it. Anytime somebody says, I didn't want to make you jealous, so I withheld this information from you for weeks. For weeks, she held this information. When they sat up there and they reconciled, and he got his co-workers to write them index cards that was up on that mofo refrigerator talking about all the do's and don'ts his ass wouldn't do. She should have had a do and a don't that I will not call another boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, and go and stay the night at his house. You mean to tell me she didn't need no comfort D? Women, you know how we all, it's either revenge D or comfort D. Which one was it? Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Was it comfort D or revenge D? Because one of them is applicable. And you ain't going to tell me that it's not. Why in the world would she do something like that? All the producers, all the people that's in that apartment building, she could have continued to knock on doors or do whatever she needed to do. But instead, you going to call your old boyfriend and he going to come down there and rescue your ass. And so when he dropped you back off the next day, what you do? Get out around the corner? What the what the fuck is going on? Y'all excuse my language. I said I was going to stop cussing out here. But I'm telling you right now, honey, that girl had to be creeping around the corner with all of them daggone producers and everybody there because their apartment building is the set, boo. That's the set. So how did nobody see you? Or did they see you and they told Dr. Pepper that they saw you coming up out of some dude's car and you kissed them? Bye. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. Did they see all of that go on before you walked up in the apartment? Rachel, you got to close your legs, boo. You's a married woman. You got to close your legs. Thank you so much, Fog Dust, for the $4.99 super chat. Don't watch this show, but sending a little love to you, Queen. Thank you, Fog Dust. Oh, my God. Y'all let me know what it was. It was one of them. And it probably was both. I need some comfort and some revenge. I don't know whether or not this couple is going to say yes on decision day. I will let y'all know what my what my predictions are next week, but I'm telling you right now, Rachel's she, in my opinion, she's a fucking cheater. She's a cheater, pumpkin eater. Peter's pumpkin, she's eating. Oh yeah, she is. You ain't gonna tell me no different about her ass. Jose needs to run. At first, I thought it was about her. Now, he's a controlling mofo, right? He's a controlling mofo, but she's controlling some things too. Don't get it twisted. And I'm sure probably every time he make her mad, she calling the ex. She can't be trusted, y'all. She just cannot be trusted. The next couple that I want to talk about is Cotton freaking Michaela and Zach. Zach is a cotton freaking manipulating, confusing, mother hunching. We already know that Michaela allegedly is certifiable, bitch. But Zach is a whole different case. This mofo comes in there to go and talk to Dr. Pepper. Because as we know, this mofo and Michaela has some stuff going on at the ranch. Michaela's riding in the car. I just want y'all to know that I ain't talked to Brian. I mean Zach. Zach ain't called me. I just sent him a simple text, and I was like, I love you. We can work this out. I'm crazy than a mofo. You already knew that. I'm Hurricane K. That's what my family call me. They've been calling me that for a long time. We think it's cute and it's real giggly and everything. I'm codependent on my sisters. I drag my sisters in my stuff, but we could work this out. She said he was radio silent. He needed to be. What you did and how you acted ain't gonna get resolved over no text. I'm gonna say to you, Eva. Yo, I love you. Okay? So anyway, Zach is sitting there, Dr. Pepper's like, I want to talk to you, I want to assess, how you doing and all that kind of stuff. And then, in my opinion, she hooked him with the okie dokie and brought Michaela. Michaela shouldn't have been there. This mofo already said he was done. He's scared to death of this girl. Okay, so Michaela, comes and she always coming late. So Michaela comes in, she sits down and, she got the crazy eyes. Because at this point, she's got to, put this act on. She's got to be this other person. Michaela, I'm telling y'all, do y'all see these people when they switch on and off? I asked y'all that last week. Her be switching on and off. It's almost like you blinking, like you pulling up. She's like a ceiling fan, y'all. She got a medium, a low, and a high speed, and she just be twirling, tearing up stuff. Just what the hell? So anyway, Zach is sitting there. So Dr. Pepper was like, y'all gonna talk to me. We get our notebooks, and so I know that some things have been going on. I've seen some footage up in this month. And I just, I need to, make sure that nobody's pressing charges against Lifetime. What the hell happened. So, Michaela was like, Zach left me. So, Michaela, what do you mean about Zach left you? Zach left me. I told him, I begged him not to leave. And he left me anyway. Zach knows that I have abandonment issues. And that didn't matter because I begged Zach not to leave me. And I felt terrified, scared, mad. And I texted him and I wanted to reconcile everything with Zach. So Dr. Pepper's like, bitch. Zach, Michaela said that you left her and she got abandonment issues, and how you feel like that. So Zach was like, Michaela, it's her response, it's her reaction to everything. Michaela went to golf in there and everything, and I don't like that, and so I don't have it to do. So Dr. Pepper was like, Michaela, Zach is bothered by your reactions. You did Kirk the fuck out, and I need to, express that from Zach. Zach always tries to make it seem like I'm crazy or anything. He doesn't have any evidence that I've ever been crazy with him. Dr. Pepper was like, bitch, we saw you tearing up the rec room, but okay. So, the producers, as shady as they are, they show all of the stuff, that she done did. Zach said, I ain't got it to do. I'm up out of here. I can't handle it, Dr. Pepper. So Michaela says, that's what I'm talking about. There he goes again. Another example of him. Michaela, we got footage where you have croaked out on this mofo. We got footage from your phone, footage from his phone. We got plenty of footage where you have been abusive mentally to this man. I fear for Zach because if the cameras weren't there, how would it have escalated? Dr. Pepper said, Michaela, I am sympathetic to the fact that you lost your father 20 years ago. I hear what you're saying, but you can't take this displaced anger and this displaced hurt and put it on somebody else. Fuck the abandonment. There is no way in the world you're going to tell me that you're still walking in that and that you've never acted like this before. Why would your sisters name you a hurricane if this is your first time acting like this because you in love with somebody and you kirked out? First of all, you told the mofo to abandon you. So what you need to do is say what you mean and mean what you say. When he said, if you don't want to do X, Y, and Z, I leave tonight. You said, go. He said, well, I don't want to go. I don't want to. Go now. Get out. Go. Get the fuck. Walk on. Keep stepping. Push walk. Keep there. You asked the mofo to abandon you. You asked him to leave. So Dr. Pepper asked Michaela, so Michaela, is there anything that you've done, anything out of all of this that you done did and all this wreckage and carnage you done caused to be left behind? Is there anything you regret? She said, I regret having a panic attack. I regret my panic attack, and I said, what the fuck? Panic attack? People that have panic attacks don't slam doors and be like, get out! They don't break, they just go into a panic attack where they don't create damage. They don't run through nothing and start tearing stuff up. That, sis, is not a panic attack. You went crazy. You were destructive. You were angry. Y'all put down in the comment section some more words for what that was. Why did Michaela's victim wig give Tyler Perry a fall from grace? Why did I read that? You about right, sis. What would you But when she came back the second time, she had turned it around and brushed it a little bit. Thank you so much, Sing Pray Love, for the $4.99 super chat. Y'all know that was funny. Whew. I hate when I be reading super chats and they be funny and I get to laughing and stuff because the people that are visitors here, they be like, stop laughing and keep going. Thank you, Sing Pray. So Michaela calls it a panic attack. But the doctor said, honey, what you was doing was terrifying. You have invoked fear in not only him, but your other cast members. You tore the place up, Michaela. She said, Michaela, he said that you were out of control. She said, I wasn't out of control. She said, Michaela, do you think that you can be out of control? That you think you weren't out of control? She says, I can be. This bitch crazy as hell. So they decide that. So Michaela tells us that Zach wants to have a closure meeting because you've closed your legs to him. That's the closure meeting. When he said a closure meeting, he meant Michaela has closed her legs to me and I need to have an intervention, in my opinion. Because all Zach wants to do is have that buck wild, crazy sex. Can you imagine Michaela having sex with that buck wild? Which Michaela is with Zach at that point? Whoever she is, he loves her ass. He can't get enough. That's what the closure meeting was. She has closed her legs, and I need them back open again. So Dr. Pepper, not knowing what the closure meant, has them back in the office again. Michaela coming in stiff as a board. At this point, this is the third layer of who Michaela is. I think this was personality 3 because this girl is familiar. Thank you so much, Bob Murray, for the $2 super chat. Zach is not attracted to her besides Zug Zug. Okay, all right. I think we know what the Zug Zug is. Michaela probably got wild, mad cow disease. Her sex is probably off the hook. Because Zach is totally whipped. He got to have that. He don't care if she slam another door. He don't care if she break another glass, bitch. He don't care what she do as long as he can get that next hit off Michaela, in my opinion. So they sitting there now and they're having a conversation about the bull. Michaela indicates that Zach says, Michaela, you can say whatever you want to say, and I ain't gonna get mad. Because at the end of the day, I want some of that ass. So Michaela goes into the Zach. Now the jacket she had on was bad. That little Pluto, Saturn, Mars, Venus, Earth jacket that she had on was like that. Now, that's one thing I can say is Michaela be putting it up and putting it down in the clothes department. She wears some really nice clothes. I was like, where can I find that jacket? If somebody can tell me where to find that jacket, I don't care how much it costs. I'm buying that bitch. I love that. But anyway, Michaela sits there and goes into this other personality, and she tells the doctor that she's done with it. That, she has been working hard on this relationship. She's put her all into it. She's done everything. And she done got her fucking closure. Fuck him. So Zach was like, I worked just as hard on this relationship as you worked on this relationship. But I think that, we can work out. Zach, you play games. This the kind of games that you will end up finding this right here will cause and invoke a person to act out of character. because he up and down and all the way around. But Michaela doesn't understand that this mofo wants to have sex with you. So the doctor, instead of letting them just go their separate ways, she gonna tell them to hold hands. This is what her husband told her. Her husband told her that we need to hold hands because we two good people. So, she tells Michaela, look at him, Michaela. So he said, she look at me, she gonna laugh. So Michaela looked and was like, they hold hands. Next thing you know, they on the elevator flirting. Done with them. Done with their relationship. They two individuals who need one another in order for the fire in the bedroom to keep on burning. And that's why Zach thinks that it's okay to have a relationship with her outside of that. Tied, done, and through. Also tied, done, and through of Johnny. Johnny is also certifiable. Johnny will do whatever he needs to do to hurt Bow. Whatever you need to do to hurt Bow, that's what Johnny gonna do. That's what he's gonna both do and say. These can't stand each other. She don't like him, and he don't like her. They both go to their hometowns. He goes to his former home. He said that it was sold recently. They stand outside and he goes through pictures. He writes a letter to his young self, and he indicates that he had this family a village to help raise him, because his mom and his daddy was having relationships problems. The daddy left and flew, I believe he said, to Los Angeles. It was a bunch of stuff that was going on. The father flew him and his sibling and his mama to LA, showed them a house that he had purchased. And after he purchased the home and everything, he asked the mother, can you give me one more chance? And she said, no, this ain't a Biggie song. No, I'm out. And so, he still has this bad relationship with his father, although he believes that his father was absent. He doesn't believe that it was his father's fault that he was absent. So that lets me know that he probably still got some problems with his mama as well, because he's probably blaming mama for what happened. So little Bing Bow goes to her daggone home and the bitch is gone. Okay. Ain't nothing out there but some grass and some trees. And so, Johnny can't, he can't think in his mind that, at one point it used to be a house, and she was like, well, bitch, it was. Okay, we lived there, and it's not a home, a trailer or anything like that anymore. Plus, we was on 2 acres, bitch. And so, Bing Bao starts writing to herself, and talking about her father having PSD and how her mother stayed in there and didn't know, how to handle it. Nobody knew in the community, how to handle the PTSD that her father had, but, her mother stuck in there, and now they got a beautiful relationship. Thus shows why Bao is trying to stick into this relationship with her husband, Johnny. No sooner than they got home, when Dr. Pepper got there, he was ready, guns blazing. This mofo be waiting on her ass to hit her with something. Bao comes, she sits down and everything. So Dr. Pepper was like, what's going on? She said, well, he wants us to be on the one. And she said, what is a one? Saying good morning. And so, she was like, just keeping it friendly, just making sure we won't have no conflict up in this mofo. Johnny was sitting up there like, there. He's waiting to get his little dirty, rotten out. He could not wait. Like, this mofo was like, hands anxious and tear that ass up. He already knew that he had something that he was about to hit Bao with. So Bao, she's sitting up there dumb and innocent in a mofo, because she's still trying to think the best of this slimy. He's slimy as hell. So, they sitting up there. So he was like, so she said, well, Johnny, did you get what you feel like you getting what you need out the relationship? How are you? Where you stand with this? He said, I feel like I done got exactly what I needed. So she was like, what's going on? He was like, yeah. So, I talked to her girlfriend, her best friend. So I was like, And her best friend, so Doctor Dr. Pepper was like her best friend. Yeah, talked to her best friend, and her best friend said that this what Bao do. We was talking and everything, because she was trying to buy a new car, and then she just happened to slip up and ask me, how the hell is Bao? How's everything going with Bao? And he was like, it ain't going good, and she was like, I ain't think so, I ain't think so. She my girl and everything, but she ain't about. She didn't have three other engagements, and she just take them in, she break them down into nothing so that she can build them back up the way that Bao want. Well, Bao never married any of those guys, okay? She was engaged to all three of them, which is weird, but she decided not to go hit on to marry the mofo. So he was like, this what she do, she break Bao people down. Matter of fact, her girlfriend said she wouldn't date Bao. Well, why would she date Bao? Okay, that Bao is strictly dickly, okay? And so, she was like, she wouldn't date Bao, and she wouldn't let any of her friends date Bao. So Bao was like, see, bitch, get it out. I think that's fucked up. So Dr. Pepper was like, well, I mean, the least that you could have did was give Bao an opportunity to rebut what her girlfriend was saying. And I mean, her shady ass girlfriend, evidently, this ain't her best friend. Evidently, this is her frenemy. This bitch is the enemy. Anytime she's gonna sit up there and tell Johnny this bull behind her back, and then probably sit up there and have lunch and brunch with her ass. You sneaky bitch. This is just showing how women are just sneaky and just catty than a mother. This girl done sat up there with Johnny, Susan, or whatever her name was, stinky bitch, on behalf of me and all of my people. You's a stinky bitch for telling her daggone business. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, Cece. Her Judas. Sneaky bitch, you gonna smile in my face all the time. You wanna take my place, you backstabber. Backstabber. She's a backstabbing stank. And Johnny was gloating in it. He don't respect them daggone experts. He don't respect Dr. Pepper. Anytime he gonna come out there with that, he talking about something. The girl asked him, would he stay in a relationship with her? Do he want to get up every morning and see her day in and day out for the rest of his life? And he was like, fuck no. And Bob was like, I can't believe that you did this. This is betrayal. And so Dr. Pepper was like, you need to get Sarah's ass over here. The three of y'all need to have a conversation. Now all of a sudden he looking stupid because she done told him, call her. You got three-way? Get that bitch on a three-way. Let the producers know when you doing it. Now you feeling some kind of way because you done threw Sarah all up underneath the bus. Daggone Will, she was doing it behind Bao's back, and she didn't want Bao to know. Now Sarah's reputation is out there. You got me calling Sarah a stinky bitch. Trying to make a point. That's just like when Zach was talking to Michaela. He told me something. I went to all of my old girlfriends and asked all my girlfriends, how do I deal with conflict? And they was like, you don't deal with conflict. That's the problem. They didn't say nothing we didn't know. You don't know how to deal with conflicts. You get to stuttering and stampering and all kinds of and running. So your girlfriends, what they said ain't do nothing but validate what the hell Michaela's saying. You're running the hell. So now when Bao gets a little bit of, she was like, I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that shit. Okay. Because Sarah don't know. What Sarah said is irrelevant. It ain't to do with this relationship. And you tell Sarah, and I'm going to bust her ass. Bao said, I'm a bust Sarah ass. So, you know, they sit up there later on and they having a little dinner and everything. So Bow said, we're going to have to talk about this you pulled today. So Johnny was like, yeah, what's up, Bow? So Bow was like, yeah, so, you know, I thought it was, you know, backstabbing and it was some fool-la-la and some fuckery that you and Sarah would sit up there and talk about me like that. I don't tell Sarah because Sarah jealous. And Sarah don't have no advice to give me. I got a whole ass husband. What the hell Sarah got? That's why I don't tell her nothing, because what Sarah be telling me is to leave your dumb ass. That's what Sarah tell me, so I wasn't listening to Sarah because she don't give good advice. And then you're going to sit your ass up there and call Sarah on the damn phone or have a conversation with her about me. He said on Unfiltered that him and Sarah, all of them in the same friend group. So what the? Like that validates or give you justification for doing what you did with Sarah. And Bob was like, that's what I was afraid of. I don't have no whole bunch of girlfriends. And I thought that Sarah was my girl. You know how heartbreaking that is to find out that your girlfriend, your best friend, your ride or die that you've been thick and thin with, and then they talk about you behind your back to your man. Thank you so much, Nisha Rain. Regine. For the $4.99 super chat, Bow is no longer a victim. She's a participant. Johnny is cruel and mean, but at the end of the day, Bow still leaves the ball in Johnny's court. Why? Because she's stupid as hell, Nisha. She thinking that she her mama. Thank you so much, Gidget Park, for the $5. I need clarification, Auntie. What the fuck exactly is Bow doing that's pissing this man off so bad? Are they editing it out? They got to be editing it out, boo. Y'all say, oh no, we got questions. But I don't think she her mother and that she gonna be able to save Johnny. Johnny cannot be saved. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. She thinks that all she saw is a woman who had tenacity and the audacity to stay with a man who was a drunkard, who was a neighborhood drunkard, had PTSD, and she stood in there and fought. So this is what Bow thinks that she needs to do. Then Bow is trying to play this humble role and trying to make it seem like it's so damn honorable to stick in here and stay with this mofo, regardless of all of the abuse and shame, and all of us women who are modern women and got some damn sense of saying there's no way in the world I can identify what this is. Bow does not see this, even though she gets around her friends, around the other couples, and she be Bow badass. But when she gets around him, she plays that humble, I'm bowing to you type of role. And then it's not cute, it's not sexy, and it's not even what he wants. And I think that that's what he doesn't like about her, is that she plays this role and puts everything on him and tries to make herself look like the victim by saying, I'ma stay, I'ma fight to the end. Nobody's going to be able to say that I didn't fight for this relationship and I did not fight in this relationship. Bow thinks that is honorable, and it's not. It's stupid as hell, and all of us are sitting up here saying, what the hell is wrong with her? But she's saying, I got one more week to do and I can do it. That's what's happening with Bow. And so because of that, Johnny just picks and picks and picks and picks. He's trying to break her down, trying to give her a way out, any kind of way out. When she sat up there and asked Johnny, well, what did you and Sarah talk about? He said, we talked about your ass. I would have been on the phone with Sarah. Fuck Johnny. At this point, Johnny's dispensable. Sarah, you supposed to be my girl. I'm on my way. Open up your door when I come. I'm on my way to your house, bitch. I'm on my way. She asked him what was talked about, and he made it worse. She made it worse, even inquiring from Johnny. She know he gonna take every opportunity to drag her ass on national television because Bow wants to come off as the perfect wife. She wants to come off as the perfect partner. And he is in the business of exposing Bow. And so Bow, he says, basically she said, you ain't never been and you ain't never gonna be. That's basically what he said. We ain't got to go through all of the what he verbatim what he said. He told her you ain't gonna never be. So she was like, you know what? I feel like you crossed the line, both of y'all bitches. And you know what he did? He got up and left because he can't handle the bow that has a mouth. He can't handle the bow that checks him. He can't handle that bow because you know what? He cannot outtalk her. Johnny can't do it. All Johnny can do is sling mud, but he don't know how to wash it off. He don't know how to handle it when the mud come back at him, so he always gets up and leave. Because when Bow get on her get down and she really shows who she is, she's a nasty bitch. And you can tell that Bow mouth can handle that. Can Johnny's. See, Johnny throw his rock and hide his damn hand or run into a room. But Bow probably will eat him up with her words. And he know daggone well he cannot handle that. So that's why he gets up and gets the fuck up out of there. The last couple that I'm getting ready to talk about, I'm going to talk about these mofos real quick. We're going to hit it and quit it and we're going to get up out of here. Gil is a broke bitch that wants to control Myrla's money. Myrla makes 4 or 5 times the amount of money that this will make. They go to his father's home. He shows Marla where he was, and we all know the story about his father being killed in the apartment, being shot in the apartment by some guys that came in. Myrla talks about her life. She shows the little home, the little home that she lived in. Talked about being a tomboy and being ambitious and how the mother, sacrificed and wasn't able to really give them the guidance and everything that they needed when they were in life, when they were young in life. But all of them are successful as a result. Myrla tries to tell him, do a compare and a contrast, mother. He don't even know a compare and contrast. She tries to tell him how this is what I live and this is why I am the way that I am. And he gonna sit up there and say, well, that ain't no reason because you was poor, now you want to be rich. Bitch, what part? Just because you was poor don't mean you got to stay poor. I said just because you was poor don't mean you got to stay poor in your mindset. And there are many people who are high achievers because of the poverty that they grew up in. And when they get the riches, the wealth to the riches, okay, they do spend because they feel like they have been deprived all their life. And I bet you because she spends the way that she does, I'm sure that Myrla is generous. Because most people who go from rag to riches are the most generous people you would ever meet. And that's why she's in the school system and doing what she's doing in consulting, because that is part of people who grow up and say, I want to do something better with my life. I want to give children and educators a better life. Bitch. And she happens to make over $200,000 doing it. But here you are making $36,000 a year, ain't got a pot to piss in, a Colombian bank account to have it in, and you got the nerve to tell her that you are not going to enable her spending. You ain't going to enable it or disable it, mother. This my money, bitch. And if I bring equal to the table that you bringing, I'm bringing 1 month's salary to the table compared to what you bringing, you low life stanky, broke, busted, bumpity beard having, you mother. You. Bitch. This mofo gonna sit in front of Dr. Pepper and tell Dr. Pepper how she gonna spend her money. Well, if we were saving, if we was rack a snack of saving our money and we we kept our money together. Imagine if you wasn't going out there and buying your ritter to the shoes, and you wasn't doing all the things that you wanted to do with your money, then we could go through the house. So Myrla was like, bitch, I save my money, I save it and I spend it. I don't know what the problem is. But just because you ain't got it to give, don't mean that I ain't got it to spend. I'm saving money and everything. So what you want me to do? You want me to save my money and so you could be up on my money? You ain't enabling nothing. And then you're gonna call her Nancy this and Debbie Downer and Agatha Christie and all of this book, but look at you complaining about her money. Then you're gonna sit there at the table and talk about some Myrla done forgot where she came from. No, Myrla remembers it every day of her damn life, and she ain't going back to it. And that's why she's saving every ritty 10 penny that she get. That's why she got a couple of homes. That's why she's working the occupation, because she paid the price and the cost to be the boss. And ain't no broke, busted down, dusty, as Janice says, gonna tell me how to spend my money. I'm bringing my money to the kitty. You ain't even got the money, the 20% for the down payment. You ain't even got a savings account. You got a 401k that's in Colombia. You ain't got nothing to bring to the table. And you're going to tell me how to spend my money that I work hard for? Look, let me tell you something, honey. If you need a couple of bologna and cheese sandwiches, I got you on that. But I'm going to tell you one thing that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to change my lifestyle because I've married somebody down. I've married down. I married down. But you need to see it like I'm your sugar mama. Play your cards right. You don't even know how to play your cards right because you're so jealous and insecure. You want to rob me of my self-dignity. You want to rob me of my self-worth. And you want to rob me of my bank account. You made my stuff fall on the floor. Why can't you partner with me? Myrla said all the other boyfriends that I had when I had good ideas, they said, you know what? I got you. Let's do it. Because they saw the dream. They saw the vision. You ain't got no vision. All you want her to do is buy you a house so your bitch ass can live in it. You just afraid she ain't gonna be able to pay the bills. Because you sure ain't got nothing coming. You couldn't even pay for a doggy daycare for your dog. You had to take your dog on a trip and inconvenience everybody else. You don't know if people had allergies to that motherfucking dog or not. You can't even pay for daycare for the dog. You can't even invest in what you want, your own stuff. But you don't want me to invest in me. Don't you know that Kristen Louboutins can be sold on the net? What do you have, Gil? I swear I hope this girl signed a prenup. I hope that they come in what they came in with and they leave with what they get. Because this is a mofo that will have her hung up, allegedly, in my opinion, have her hung up in court, honey, for her retirement, half of her retirement, half of her 401k, half of the house, half of everything. This mofo will come up in there and be like, I thought I saw a tax credit on there. Yeah, go ahead and put that tax credit on there too, because she does, she looks down at people, and she makes it. She forgot where she came from. Bitch, you know where she came from, and she says she ain't going back. She know where she came from, and she says she ain't going back. And if you can't handle it, Donald Downer, get the fuck out. Walk on. Keep it pushing. Say no on decision day. That's just like Zach gonna sit his ass up there and say that on decision day, I will say yes to Michaela to make Michaela happy and make her talk to me. Michaela said, I don't want your daggone yes unless it's really coming from you. What? Who said something like that? I will say yes on decision day if she talks to me. somebody wants your pity, yes, keep it. These men are crazy. They crazy. He's broke. Gil is broke. And here's the thing. Most women, especially African American women, according to the statistics, we make more money than our men. But we don't treat them poorly. We believe in the partnership and the unity and coming together as a couple and building. But this bitch don't even have 10% to bring to the 20. So he gonna drag her and tell her, well, you spend your money like I spend my money. I'm his friends even say he was busted and disgusted. And they thought that these two people were gonna be compatible. Myrla said, I'm not going to live my life below my means to make you feel better about yourself. What you need to do is ask me, how can I do what you do? How can I meet you as a partner? When I saw your bank account, I almost fell the fuck out. How can I get mine there? Because I'm going to tell you right one thing. A woman that cares about her man is going to bring him up. He's sitting up there talking about people that love each other. Dr. Pepper said, oh, do you love her? Well, I can't say that. I could say that I love her. You know, I said that one time before and I didn't really mean it. So I've got to sit back. Bitch, you love her for the love of money. For the love of Myrla's money. I've never seen somebody talk about money as much as a broke mother. Somebody that's broke will talk about money all day because they obsessively want it. But let me tell you, if you live your life right and you do good, people, money will come to you. It will come to you. Or you could do like the church and say, money coming to me, and then pass an offering plate, bitch. Tell them that you need 10%. You need tithes off of them. But you ain't got to pull her down to make yourself look good. He's very jealous of what Myrla has. She didn't say one damn negative thing about his experience when he was talking about his childhood, but still, and yeah, he's going to tell her. I mean, you know, I fuck him. Look, this is the end of my rant. I don't know if y'all was ranting down in the comments, but I'm sure gonna come back and look at them because I love looking at y'all comments. Y'all, thank you to everybody who cashed at me tonight. I be going off and I be losing it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you to all of those people who joined the membership. I really do appreciate you all. And thank you to everybody who's already hit that thumbs up button and who have subscribed. I appreciate my moderators and my members who always stick it out with me. Love y'all to pieces. Y'all, I'm out of here with this rant. Bye, y'all.